Most people think that a happy company is a company that's growing. Right. You're growing, you're making more money, you must be happier, right? No. A happy company is a company that is aligned in the same mission. If you think about a sports team, it's that sports team that is all aligned on one goal, and they care more about the success of the team than their individual parts. The reason why we got this office was because I think there's a need for people to like work in person again. There's a craving for it. So we wanted a space that had the podcast studio, open event space, and office space so that we could have the best of both worlds. Our old studio only had like open area co-working space and the podcast space. And there was no like breakout rooms or boardroom or like whatever. So come with me. This is the podcast studio. It's decked out. We got an extra office in here. Still no one using it. That's fine. We're gonna find somebody soon. I take calls like this and I get my steps in. Keeps your energy up, keeps you moving. Easy way to get your steps in. You burn calories. I put my like phone or laptop or tablet right there. This is our executive producer, Valentina Montemorano's desk. Boardroom. Mark's office. Can you get it? Can you zoom in on Mark? Can you see him? I think he's closing a deal. I'm not 100% certain, but if he's closing a deal, I'm happy. Loic, what's up, brother? This is Fez. He has a tech startup.
We have a platform a software platform that helps connect software together.
What the fuck does that mean? See you later, Loic. My office over here. This is my favorite quote. I keep it up here so that when I am at my desk, I can read it. Have you ever heard of that one? Theodore Roosevelt wrote that. So this is the vibes. It is 9:55 a.m. right now. We just finished talking about how we're gonna work together to try and acquire the right types of clients and the right types of businesses for Liberty Horizons. It's an interesting thing because I've hired like a pure play salesperson before. And he's a good friend of mine. So not only do I want to work with him, but it'll be a lot of fun. And he's actually really good at what he does. So I'm about to go into a meeting right now at 10 a.m. with one of our clients. They're called Social Drop. They're a marketing agency. And I work with the founder, Eden, and his siblings in building processes and systems around their finances, their operations, because they're looking to scale. So I'm going to go into our weekly ops meeting right now for the next 1 hour. So there's two ways about going to do this, is that right now you don't want somebody to do admin from an accounting perspective because that person you already have. The gap right now is not doing the accounting stuff, it's the bridge. Like the reason why we can't fully do MRBTs and retainer budget trackers, et cetera, which is your biggest frustration, is because we're not on the accounts team and we don't know the nuance associated to clients, client relationships, and employees that you know or someone on your accounts team knows. Okay, so that was meeting number 3 of the day. We gotta keep track of all these things. It's 11 o'clock, which means that I am late for my next meeting. It's with a long-standing client, Rack and Roll. Today we're going through inventory planning because they have to buy their inventory like 6 months in advance. And their biggest time of the year is Black Friday. So it's about 6 months until Black Friday right now, so we're gonna be putting in a big order. I think it's gonna be their best Black Friday yet. So we're discussing how we can get the cash in order to put up such a big order, projecting what kind of demand we're expecting for Black Friday and what level of purchases we want for different SKUs during that Black Friday sale. Again, I'm gonna run to the washroom quickly and then back into that call. What's up, Bert? They used to never, I just muted myself. They used to do this literally with one guy part-time who didn't know what he was doing. Now we have 6 people doing it, and I think this is gonna be their best year yet. Okay. This is where I hit like my first wall. Oh! It's close! Which is after the 3rd or 4th back-to-back meeting. That was meeting number, first with Ryan, then with Social Drop, then 2 back-to-back meetings with Rack and Roll. They're going through a lot of growing pains right now, so you know that meme of Spider-Man holding the fucking trains together? How I feel right now. But we made some good moves with them. Been working with them for 4 years now. They're a direct-to-consumer brand that I've literally started from scratch with and Now they're in the multi-millions of dollars of revenue, which is pretty cool to see. One of our biggest areas of expansion right now is like they've really saturated the Canadian market. They have a lot of good brand presence here. And it's like, how do we expand in the United States? And how do we expand in the United Kingdom right now? So that's what we've just been talking about straight. All right, so I got 15 minutes before my next meeting, which is with Michael Wong, who is the founder of To Do Toronto, which is like one of the bigger lifestyle, nightlife Instagram accounts. He's looking to expand and diversify his revenue streams with his business right now. Like To Do's doing really well, but he's getting all these like PR and media and marketing kind of like inquiries. So he's building a little like marketing agency within the media channel, which is cool. So me and Ryan, who I think is still here, we're gonna have a meeting with him to talk about how he can expand and how potentially we can help him with that. And then after that, I'm meeting with another young and up and coming agency owner who's got into like a good, $20,000, $30,000 a month of revenue and is asking me for kind of like mentorship advice on how to take it to the next level. So his name's Youssef, good kid. He's gonna be coming in after Michael. I'll show you a little bit about my setup. I got the standing desk. So when I'm like sitting here for long periods of time, I can keep the legs moving. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors. On the far left-hand side is like agendas, WhatsApp, Slack, emails. The middle is always like what I'm working on at a certain period of time, or like if I'm having a meeting. The right side is my second monitor. And then above the right side is my calendar, which as you can see, a little all over the place, but it works. But it's my calendar and either ChatGPT, if I'm doing some work with like ChatGPT, or it could be Notion. This is my cyborg. Sometimes when I'm sitting like this, I'm like, the singularity is near, or at least I feel like it, because this is an extension of me that is technology. Enough existential talks for today. Let's go see what everyone's doing. So between meetings, I like to bother people. My favorite person to bother is Mark.
What's up, man?
So tell us what you're working on.
Well, we actually just booked a new discovery meeting through our advertising campaign on Facebook. So I had a call with him right away. We booked a time for Tuesday, and he confirmed. Seems like a cool opportunity.
What's the business?
He runs a real estate brokerage in California.
Perfect. That's right up our alley.
Yeah, so we'll see. But we have a call with him on Tuesday.
That's pretty sick. Let's see what's going on over here. Are you in a call?
No, just joking. Always right.
It's just a mentor of mine used to say it's called leadership by walking around. So I got 2 more meetings today with 2 up and coming entrepreneurs that I met at a networking event that reached out to me for like kind of like a mentoring session. One's really talented at creative advertising. We could see how we can use that in like one of our portfolio companies. And one guy is just like a really dialed personal branding type guy. He just reached out to me. He wanted to meet in person as well to pick my brain. I got those 2 meetings. They're coming to the office, and in between, I'm just gonna vibe with the squad. They're all talking AI out there, so we can go take a look and see what they're up to. Tori Tulio, who are you and what do you do? Who are you and what do you do?
Hello, I'm Tori, and I am a creative comms analyst here at King Street Media, and I oversee the day-to-day, the inner workings of all of them.
How long have you been here for?
For like 18 months.
Wow, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And what has been your biggest takeaway of working at KSM thus far?
To never stop learning.
What a kiss ass. Not Valentine.
That was good.
What's your name and what do you do?
I'm Nat Valentine. I am a senior consultant here at King Street Media, but really I'm like a Swiss Army knife, as I could do everything when it comes to marketing.
Literally anything, you can figure it out. One of your best skill sets is that you're accountable, you have agency, and you're a quick learner.
I would agree, yeah.
It's been great working with you, brother. What's your name and what do you do?
Do you mind going to the other side?
What's your name and what do you do?
My name is Valentina, and I'm the executive producer at King Street Media.
That's amazing. How long have you been here for?
3 years now.
Wow, what a journey. What has been your biggest takeaway so far at King Street Media?
I think that my biggest learning is that business is like dating.
Wow, can you give me one example?
Yes, I can.
What's up, Tony?
This is Mark. He's been my good buddy since grade 9. How long you been working? Okay, what's your name and what do you do?
My name is Mark, like you just said. I'm a partner here, but I'm a growth marketer by trade.
Beautiful. And how long you been at the agency for?
I just had 7 years. No one said anything about it.
Happy 7 years.
Just past 7 years. Just past 7 years.
Bring up the king.
There you go. Just had 7 years, yeah.
All right. And what's been your biggest takeaway from working at KSM thus far?
Like an aligned company is the best company to work at, where everybody is moving in the same direction toward the same goal. That's the most important thing.
I love that. This is the end of the day. What's interesting is that most entrepreneurs, they brag about working like, 9 to 9 or something like that. I honestly work 8:30 to 5 o'clock every day. What time is it right now? 5:15. So, hey, that's not a bad day.
Sometimes you work till 6, though.
Sometimes I work till 6,
A lot
you're
of
right.
the time you do.
Yeah, sometimes I work till 6, but when I do work, I work hard. As you could see, there was very little in between breaks. I'm freaking gassed right now, so that's that. I forget who it was. I think it was Alex Ramosi who said, if you have problems sleeping, work out and work hard. So one thing I don't have a problem with is going to bed at night. That's for sure. What makes it a good day actually is I laughed, I learned something new, I sweat, and I spent time with people that I love. So check, 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 check. That's a solid day. I'll see you guys next time.